Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Khafid Wahyu Hidayat. I'm from English Education Department, Class 60. Okay, so today I want to presenting my paper about an error analysis of auxiliary on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video. Okay, the first one is the chapter 1 is about background of study. Okay, in this globalization era, the development of information and communication technology is moving very fast. Humans are no longer concerned about boundaries, distance, space, and time. Now people do not only communicate face-to-face, but people also often communicate using the media. Based on the explanation above, we can know that in learning any language from Indonesian to English, it is very necessary to use auxiliary, because auxiliary is needed in using to have auxiliary verbs, especially to find out the meaning in language both in terms of meaning and grammar. And the next one is identification of the problems. So, based on the background of the above problems, the researchers identify the problems as follow. The first one is auxiliary is generally ignored by teachers rather than other core skills such as writing and speaking. And the number 2 is the research problems was identified to understand the proper use of auxiliary on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video. The next slide is limitation of the problems. So, after identification of the problems, the researchers limits the problem focus on the scope of this research. It's about descriptive qualitative research focus on auxiliary on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video. To clarify the problems was limited in the use of the will, shall, and to be going to. And the next is formulation of the problems. So, based on the background above, then the problem of the study was formulated. The first one is what error analysis on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video. Number 2 is how do the analysis of error auxiliary on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video. Number 3 is why the analysis error was carried on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video. Okay, and the last one is the purpose of the problems. Based on the background, research focus formulation of the problems above. The researchers' objectives are: number 1 is to identify what errors are on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube. Number 2 is to find out the use of auxiliary will, shall, and to be going to on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video. Number 3 is to evaluate how the error occurred in the Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video. Okay, that's all about the chapter 1. So I'm gonna move to the chapter 2. Okay, the first one is error analysis. Error analysis is the development of contrastive analysis or CA created in an attempt to understand the nature of students' error. It was found that CA was unable to predict students' error, and this shortcoming led to the birth of EA. In terms of this, Ruth Tipa 2011 comments that EA proves the inability of CA in predicting a vast number of errors as in CA errors are only viewed as a result of language interference. EA is worthwhile issue in the evil and easel context because it is deemed fruitful for many stakeholders in language learning. The second one is auxiliary. What is auxiliary? Auxiliary or BA. Present tense verbs is often a problem because students are often under the assumptions that they have to use the same auxiliary be. Present tense verb took off the essay. According to Fructase, the rigorous use of the auxiliary be, present tense verb leads the problems and errors occur when they use the wrong verb tense, which is common grammar mistakes. And the next is Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1. So, according to Dian Rahardian, Gina Raharyu, Risma Rahma Octavia, 2019, Ruang Guru is a forum that connects students with teachers where students can find teachers based on their needs and vice versa. Teachers can channel their knowledge. Teaching and learning activities facilitated by Ruang Guru provide a learning management system that can be used by students and teachers in managing learning activities in virtual classroom. Ruang Guru have the service provided like video room, lesson room, online tutoring room, exercise room, and digital bootcamp. Okay, next is YouTube. YouTube is a website that facilitates users to share videos that they have are limited to enjoying various video clips uploaded by various practice. Their videos can be uploaded to this site such as music video clips from certain musicians, short films, television films, movie trailers, educational videos, vlogger videos blog, video tutorials for various activities, and many more. Okay, the last one from chapter 2 is about relevant studies. Okay, relevant studies have two. The first one is the study is from Ini Nihaya, 2011. The title is about error analysis on using model auxiliaries must and have to of the second grade students of student high school. The references discuss about the most mistakes students make are misinformation. The second level is an error in omission. The third level is an error also. And the lowest level is an error in disorder. Okay, and the second one is the previous study is from Dian Putri Pertiwi, 2019. The title is about an error analysis on the use of model auxiliary made by English education students at Muhammadiyah University of Surakarta. The references is about describe the types of auxiliary capital used is not by the use and semantic meaning and illustrates error in the use of auxiliary capital that is often done by students majoring in English education at the Muhammadiyah University of Surakarta. Okay, that's all about the chapter 2. So I'm gonna move in the chapter 3. Okay, the first from the chapter 3 is research design. The method of study used descriptive qualitative research. The data of study was identified error of analysis on YouTube video channel. Then the video is analyzed to match the criteria of this research problem by selecting and accelerating material error video. Then researchers classify error related to error in using simple future tense in language skills. Video statements are converted into text transcription to provide evidence in answering the problems. So the next is source of data. Okay, the source of data in this study was a video Ruang Guru Bimbel Online #1 YouTube video, which contains text about the use of simple future tense. Researchers selected videos based on material errors submitted by one of the tutors on YouTube. This video has a theme about auxiliary. They consist of duration of 6 minutes. There are 10 sentence templates in this study. The next is technique of collecting the data. In collecting the data, the writer used the documentation method to see the content returns. It was applied to obtain the data from the source of the video. First, searching for and downloading videos on the YouTube channel Ruang Guru Bimbel Online #1 YouTube video. Second, watching the video to understand what the statement was and to make observation easier. Third, taking notes to make the transcription of the text. Fourth, identifying the text and categorizing to find the answer to the problems. Okay, in the last from the chapter 3 is data analysis technique. So, the data of the research will analyze by qualitative data analysis, which is the analysis states in descriptive form or as a result of interpretation of the data collected. Data analysis in this description can be stated as follows. identify data and describe the data. Okay, that's all about the chapter 3, and I'm gonna move from the chapter 4. The chapter 4 is about finding and discussion. So the first one is of findings. The data from this study were taken from the YouTube channel Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1, which was published on 11 February 2020. The video entitled Use of Simple Future Tense. This is analysis from the sentences in each video text in this video. Then, the video text is converted into a text script, and then, in the text script, it is identified to look for the auxiliary sentence, which is the first analysis in this study. In the next step, the sentence they are supplied in this study are seen as correct or incorrect. In the use by the existing material formulation, they are suitable for expert. As for the question on the formulation of study in this study, first, what error analysis on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video? Second, how do the analysis of error auxiliary on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video? And third, why the analysis error was carried on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video? Well, the next is the discussion about the chapter 4. Okay, the discussion is the researchers analyzes whether or not the material taught in Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video is it appropriate or not. The material taught is by the expert, so the error material can be found in the video. Okay, the next is what error analysis on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube video. So the auxiliary sentence is the first one sentence is I'm going to the study English and I also going to practice with my vocal coach. This is a right sentence. Number 2 is I will watch TV. This is a right sentence. Number 3 is I will watch a movie tomorrow. This is a right sentence. Number 4 is I shall watch a movie tomorrow. This is a right sentence. Number 5 is I'm going to watch a movie tomorrow. This is a right sentence. Number 6 is it shall be stormy tomorrow. This is a wrong sentence. Number 7 is it will going to be stormy tomorrow. This is a wrong sentence. Number 8 is I will go to Bali next break. This is a right sentence. Number 9 is I'm going to go to Bali next break. This is a right sentence. And the last is I'm going to the cinema with Selena. This is a right sentence. So the next is how to analysis of error auxiliary on Ruang Guru Bimbel Online number 1 YouTube. So the analysis from this sentence is the first one. I'm going to the study English and I also going to practice with my vocal coach. So this is a to be going to infinitive. Number 2 is I will watch TV. This is a will infinitive. Number 3 is I will watch a movie tomorrow. This is a will infinitive. Number 4 is I shall watch a movie tomorrow. This is a shall infinitive. Number 5 is I'm going to watch a movie tomorrow. This is a to be going to infinitive. Number 6 is it shall be stormy tomorrow. It's a wrong sentence. Number 7 is it will going to be stormy tomorrow. It's wrong sentence. Number 8 is I will going to Bali next week. This is a will infinitive. Number 9 is I'm going to go to Bali next week. This is a to be going to infinitive. Number 10 is I'm going to the cinema with Selena. This I'm going to infinitive. Well, that's all about the chapter 4. And I'm gonna move from the chapter 5. Okay, now in the chapter 5, the conclusion and suggestion. Okay, the first one is conclusion. There are 10 data sentences in the study where the sentence is aligned from the material in the YouTube number 1. Guardians room and researchers have examined the 10 sentences and have produced a correct sentence and 2 wrong sentences. The result is based on formula that has been presented by expert opinion. The material used is how to use will, shall, and to be going to in the sentence. With these researchers in mind, the teacher lang is not all correct. Number 2, This process is employed to check accuracy or inaccuracy in the use of material sentence. Whether the matching formula have been devised by expert makes it known that if the formula is in the forms of an exciting sentence that match the formula, and some match the formula incorrectly. Number 3, analysis of the error has occurred in the teacher space because, as previously explained, the errors are caused by how the tutor gives the definition, example, explanation, and state change practice. In other words, the mistake is largely due to the lack of material mastery of the tutor. Okay, next is suggestion. These researchers give some suggestions as a reference for the future. They are: number 1, it is very necessary to know that a material is wrong or true in delivery, especially for us, a teacher, so that when teaching can minimize error when teaching and we can share the right knowledge with students. Number 2, the best way to find out whether the material we can find is appropriate or not is to memorize the formula of the material. Number 3, the importance of learning grammar so that when we do writing skills, we can know that the sentence is wrong or correct. And to measure linguistic skills, a person must master grammar in writing an essay, so that this is one of the reasons why a student is easily to master grammar well. Okay, well, that's all about the presentation from my paper. If there are mistakes, I apologize, and the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.